How is it going? I'm Travis, the weekend golf guy, and I'm going to play some live golf here. I thought it'd be cool to show our simulator setup. I haven't done that before, so going to take a look at what that looks like. I've got the Homecourse retractable golf screen, Net Return Pro Turf, the GC Quad launch monitor by Foresight Sports. I'm playing GSPro Software, pretty new to it, but so far extremely impressed with what I've seen. So let's take a look around the room here real quick. If you're thinking about getting a setup, I'll show you what I did. I have a really small space that's shared, so I'm in a apartment that's only about 1,000 square feet here in California, and I'm just going to show you around the room and what that looks like. You don't need some sort of crazy huge space to play indoor golf if you're in the Northeast and you're just trying to figure out how to get a setup. Maybe you don't have a small or a large space to do it. Maybe this will help. So let me go ahead and switch around the camera here, and let's see what we got. All right, here we go. Okay, so I've got the Homecourse retractable golf screen here. If you've never seen a Homecourse retractable golf screen, it rolls up, it retracts, just as the name implies. It's about 8 feet wide, and then when it extends out, it's much bigger than that, so you have these safety nets and the high awning above it that catches any kind of flyers or popped shots. Behind that I have a curtain just to make the image look a little better. You can see it extends way down below, actually bigger than what my space allows. I also have a Net Return Pro Turf here, and the turf is from Net Return. I think it's just like a few $100s for a large piece. I think it's 10 feet long by 7 feet wide, and it works perfectly. I just roll it out each time I want to use it. You can see that the screen is relatively tight for a retractable golf screen. The way that we did that is we added some bungee cords over here to the side just to kind of attach it and make the screen more tight. On the screen itself, if I can get a picture of it, I hope, there's these grommets, and the grommets allow us to hook on our bungee cords, which I think is a pretty cool feature here. Before we just let it hang, and the image wasn't as crisp or clear as it is now. So adding those 6 bungee cords really helped. Yeah, so then on to the launch monitor. I've got the GC Quad set up here, and I have it level by using a little book. You can see it's on. If you've never used the GC Quad, pretty cool. Tells you your shot data right on top, has a backlight so you can easily see it, and you can compare it to the numbers on your screen, which I think is a pretty awesome feature, just to see how close the launch monitor software or simulator software is to the launch monitor. And of course, here I've got the club set up, and then I'm running the gaming laptop back here. Kind of a crazy setup going on right now because I'm live streaming, but hope that helps. That is our setup there, and we've never shown that before, so there's a little details about what that's like. Yeah, and I got you guys all on comments on the background, so if you're watching, leave a comment. Love to talk to you about the simulator and get your thoughts on it. If you have a simulator, share it in the comments section. Share a picture of what yours looks like. What kind of software are you running? Are you using E6 Connect? Are you using TGC 2019? Are you using GSPro? Are you using your native software like FSX Play or something different? And which one do you prefer? I'd love to hear from you about what you like best. So without further ado, let's go play some GSPro and see how that works. I just have to switch out, and hopefully I didn't lose anything. There we go. So I'm just going to switch out here in just a second. There we go. So now you're going to see a little different screen there, and we're going to get set up for our live golf here. I'll switch that one back. So while I'm setting this up, here we go. We're on the practice range right now, so we're just going to take a few swings, and then we're going to head out and we're going to play Harvester Golf Course, which I played once. It was pretty cool, and we're going to do it again. So I'm going to set this guy up here out of the way. Leave a comment, let us know you're watching. Would love to hear from you. And there we go. All right, let's get right to it. I got a 100-yard shot here, which is a 56-degree wedge. I haven't swung, so I don't know if I'll be able to get a 56 there, but let's see what we can do. Big pull to the left. All right. It's a little uncomfortable hitting to the right side of the screen with the offset, so I got to get used to that. Nope, not quite getting there. I'm going to up it to a pitching wedge until I get loosened up here. Take a few more swings. Leave a comment. Let us know you're watching. Let us know how you're doing. How's your golf game? What's your simulator like? Which software do you use? That was 95, but tugged again. Felt better. Definitely longer. We're getting a little warmed up here, but haven't hit the target yet, so that's not a good sign. All right. May have to readjust the quad. So if you've never seen the GC quad, it comes with this alignment stick here. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put the alignment stick down and align it a little more to the left. There we go. So now I'm hitting a little further to the left. It's that simple to recalibrate. You don't have to do any kind of overhead calibration with the GC quad. You just set down this alignment stick that's coated in a paint, a reflective paint, and there you go. So here we are. There we go. So a little bit deep, but right on target. So we've got our alignment of the GC quad matched up with where we're hitting at, and that's pretty good. Now we just got to get that number dialed in, 100 yards. All right. So today we're going to play GSPro Software. That's what we're on right now. You can see I'm on the range. One really great feature, if you've never seen GSPro, is that you can move your range, how close you are to the target, back and forth, which I think is a really neat option. You can practice, let's hit a mid-range, maybe a 150 club now. Now your target stays in the same position right in the middle of the screen, but your tee box moves back and forth, which is different than E6 Connect software, different than FSX software. It's kind of unique to GSPro, and I really like that. 150 yards. That one only went 137 on the launch monitor, so it's probably going to be a little short. Let's see what we get. Total carry 135, so there's about 2 yards of discrepancy between what I see on the launch monitor and what I'm seeing on the software. That's very, very close. Tug that one. There we go, we're at 140 now. And carried almost exactly 140. So really accurate between the launch monitor itself, what I'm seeing immediately on the display, and where it's going on GSPro software. All right, a couple more swings and let's get out and play around on Harvester Golf Course. Oh. Today we're going to play with 10-foot gimme putts, make it a little interesting. Putting's really hard. I also got a tip on our YouTube channel to turn off a setting called HLA, I think. And what it sounds like that does is it limits how far left or right you can putt to, I think they said 2 degrees. So we're going to test that out live as well. Have never used that. With the GC Quad, I don't aim using the mouse. I just putt the direction that I want to putt it on. Let's see if that helps us out. No, not quite there yet. All right, last swing right here, and we're going to get right in it. There we go. That should land close to 150. Okay, that's where we had to be. That's a good one to end on. Hey, if you're just joining us, leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know you're watching. Let us know what software you play. Thanks for joining. We are going to go right into the harvester. Golf course, if I can get my options. Uh-oh. See, I'm having a little hard time here with my screen resolution getting my options in the right hand corner. Oh man. There we go. It was hidden over there. My screen resolution for my projector makes it a little difficult to get to these buttons on the upper right hand corner, but that's something that we can fix when we launch the game. So I'm going to go into local game. You can see the UI, nice and clean looking. It's not overly spectacular. I mean, it's real easy. Highlights whenever you hover over it. We're going to choose local game. We're going to go down to harvester. There it is, Harvester Golf Club. We're going to play stroke play. We're going to play from blues. Saturday pin positions. Change this to 10 feet gimmies. Stimp we'll leave at 10, putting we'll leave it normal. Turn this to early morning. Weather's clear, always allow mulligans. Fairway firmness we're going to keep normal, same with greens. And we're going to change this HLA correct thing. Let's see what happens when we go live. We can always come back out. So now you're going to see the software is initializing, which is something unique to GSPro. On some other software, it doesn't take quite as long to initialize, but it's not really a deal breaker for me. With GSPro, it's very, very fast. You can see we're already at 90%, and away we go. Another really cool feature of the GSPro software is that you have the ability to align your ball within the tee marker. That's pretty awesome. So hole number 1 here, 386 yards, and we're going to hit a driver. Hit a driver and see what happens. Here we go. So I kind of pushed it a little further right than I wanted. It's okay. It's going to be just fine. Carried down in the right-hand side of the fairway. And not a bad opening tee shot. I'll take it. 114 yards. Pin looks like it's on the right. But I'm going to open my mini map on the left-hand side. I can see now that pin is kind of on the back, right? So another really cool feature of GSPro, having your mini map. Now you can configure that in different locations, which is really nice. Mine is on the left-hand side. 114 yards to the pin. I think we're going to hit a really soft pitching wedge. It is uphill 7 feet. See if we can get in that 10-foot gimme range. I think I overcooked it a little. I did. Come on, backspin. Nope. No backspin. Nice ball physics when it hit the ground there, or when it hit the turf. It stopped immediately. Pretty lifelike. I don't think that would have sucked back. Maybe. It looks like it's a little downhill. Now we have a 25-foot putt. We just need to get it in that 10-foot range to get our simulated par here. 25 feet. Looks pretty straight. Just stay there. Okay. Not bad. Opened up with a par. The 10-foot gimmies really help. And we'll move on to the next hole. Okay, 322 yards. Looks like there's trouble. down the right-hand side, so we want to keep this ball to the left. I'm going to use my mouse to aim out to the left. And I could also point on the mini-map if I wanted, which is what I'm going to do. There we go. And I think we're just going to use a 3-wood since it's not that far. It's only 322 yards. A couple hundred yards will give us a nice wedge into the green. Let's do that. Nathan, hey, thanks for the comment. Nathan says that if these greens better be a 12 or 13 if this is Harvester. I have them set to 10, so maybe room for improvement there. Maybe next time we'll have to play with them 13. Oh, I topped it and it's right. It's got to go really far right. We took out the 3-wood to not do that. Let's see if it stays up. Oh, it's on a rock. This will be interesting. 120 yards, which is what we wanted, but on a rock is not ideal. 9-iron is what we're going to use. Coming out of the rough, it penalizes you, I've noticed on the software, so I club up usually 1 out of this heavy rough. Oh no, I didn't check my aim. And either I yanked it to the left, it looks like I maybe pulled it, but should have looked at that. That's all right. Didn't go in the water, so we still have a chance for an up and down here. I got a 60-degree wedge, 20-yard flop shot is what we're going for. Everything's running to the right, so we're just going to aim to the left of the pin. That's got to go. Got to go. Big putt here for par. Nathan, that's cool that you've actually played this. That's pretty amazing. So how does it play compared to real life? Is it harder on the sim? If we were to have, like 3-foot gimmies or putt out, how does it play on the simulator compared to real life? And thank you for the like. I really appreciate that. Awesome. All right, so we got a downhill putt breaking to the right. Here we go. I just played it too far outside of the hole, but our distance was perfect. But we ended up with a bogue, the dreaded bogue. Here we go. 168 yards downhill. Pin is in the back left. What would you hit here? I'm a little in between clubs. This could either be an 8-iron or a 7-iron. I feel like an 8-iron might not get there. It's 6 yards downhill. So I'm going to hit a soft 7 and see if that gets us in any trouble. All right, here we go. Oh, I yanked it. It's 162, which is good yardage, but it's going to be long left over the bunker and in some deep stuff, so not a very confident swing. Nathan, thanks for the comment there. Nathan's saying that on the last hole, that shot out of the bunker would have been nearly impossible to keep on the green. So sounds like it's a lot more challenging in real life than it is on the simulator. That's good because I've already made a bogey, so I don't need more of those in real life. Here we go. We've got 23 yards. And we're just going to try and fly this about 20 yards left of the pin here. Not 20 yards left, but left of the pin and fly 20 yards. Oh, I bladed it. Sit down. Oh my gosh. I completely bladed that, and we have another chip, 25 yards, twice, or not twice as long, same yardage back here. Come on, it's got to roll out. Okay, so, we're progressing not in the correct direction here. +2. So we bogeyed that one. And away we go. 530 yards. We're going to look at our mini map. And I'm thinking somewhere over here is pretty good. That bunker out there is 240, so if we can fly it over that bunker with the driver, a little bit of a cut on it, that would be the ideal scenario. If you're just joining us, thanks so much for watching. I'm Travis, the Weekend Golf Guy, and we're playing some live golf on GSPro. I've got the Homecourse retractable screen, the GC Quad launch monitor, Net Return Pro Turf, and we're playing GSPro Software. So that's great. Nathan, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that, man. And thanks for the comments, too. Hey, swing advice and heckles are totally allowed, so if you see me doing something crazy, let me know. A little more cut on that than I'd like, but that's okay. It's going to end up just fine. Play the slice. Andy, what's going on, man? Hey, way to rat out Nathan. That's good stuff. I can tell you guys are good friends. I would shoot, I'd probably shoot in the 90s if I played here in real life. All right, so I think this is pretty difficult to get to, so I'm just going to hit something down in this area right here. We're going to leave ourselves a little wedge in, and maybe we can get inside the friend zone, the gimme zone. There we go. Perfect. So just a little wedge in. It's an awkward distance. I do this to myself in real life too, so maybe this will be good practice. I hit a good shot, turns out better than expected, and now I have this weird 43-yard kind of like chippy wedge. Let's see what we can do. I can tell you what, Charlie Woods would put this in the gimme zone. 43 yards. Settle there, and we did it. That's pretty good. So it got us down. There's a birdie, and it got us back to +1. Nathan, challenge accepted, 15. What is that? Is that the long hole? Or is that, there was one that's like 600 yards on here. 310 yards. We've got the 3-wood. And we're going to hit it somewhere out there in the middle, hopefully. Oh, I left my hand so open. That's way to the right. Somehow stayed in play. Very lucky. 79 yards. Let's see if we can get back-to-back birdies. That'd be excellent. Long par 5. Not a fun one. Andy goes in under par, ends up over par. Okay, let's see if we can get back under par, and let's see if I can do what Andy does here. 79 yards with 2 bogeys on the card. It's going to be hard to get under par. We need a good shot here. Pins, man, this is tough. It's either a full 60, I think we got to go full 60 on this, or it's a really light 56. What do you think? I'm thinking full shot, and I'm only thinking that because that 7-iron on the par 3, I tugged it when I was trying to swing easy. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, that's crushed. Crushed. Yep, crushed it. So I hit the 60, and which I thought was full 80 yards, but I hit it 90 yards. So 2 mini Wheaties this morning, and we have a long putt here for birdie. Downhill, braking to the right. All right, 29 feet, almost 30 feet. Wow, just stay in the friend zone. Oh my God, we're gonna have a 10-footer coming back just for par. I do notice the difference now. So if you watched our last live stream, no matter how far right or left I aimed, it seemed like it wasn't going that far right or left. But now that I've switched that HLA enabled off, it's actually reading my putts more true to life, which is good. So thanks for that tip on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Braking to the left, 10-footer. Slightly uphill. Oh no. All right, so we went back to +2. That's the PBFU post birdie. I'll let you finish the rest of that. On to hole number 6, 538 yards, par 5. We're using the driver. There's some water down there we're gonna have to contend with, so it's driver and something to lay up. Here we go. Got the first part correct. And it looks like 219 we may even be able to go for. I'm going to try and get my, see if I can get, there it is. All right, we're going to leave that open so we can see the stats as we play. Keep the comments coming, love the chatter. Easy birdie, yeah. Let's see, 219, it's downhill. That's either a 4 or a 5 iron. There's nothing wrong with going long here, so I'm going to use a 4 iron. See if we can get it there. Oh, it was chunky. Just go 200. It's 208 on the launch monitor. Oh man, not bad. Turned out better than I felt like the swing was. But now we've got an eagle chance here. First eagle attempt on GSPro Software. I'm channeling Nathan's energy here, or maybe Andy's, I guess. Who's the better golfer, you or Andy? Breaking left, 17-foot putt, almost flat. Just playing too much break, a little too much speed. We're going to get dialed in. But we got the birdie and we're back to +1. Hole number 7, dogleg right. We don't want to be anywhere on the right-hand side, it looks like. So I'm going to aim well out left. We got 383 yards, so we can pull out the driver here. If you're just joining, thanks so much for watching, playing Harvester Golf Club, GSPro Software. Okay, turned out all right, 130 yards in. That'll work. G425 max, putting it in the fairway. Uphill 5 yards, 133 yards. I'm going to hit a 9-iron, pins in the back. So if I'm short, that's all right. Don't want to be long right though. So aim a little left, hit a little cut. Should be close. Come on. Boom. There we go. So we're back to even. Back-to-back birdies. 180 yards downhill. I'm going to just hit a full whatever club. This is again in between here. A little bit confusing. Typically 175 is a 7-iron. Downhill 12 yards. Maybe makes it an 8, but I don't think I can carry it there. What a conundrum. Man, I think you got to go soft 7. Let's see if we can get redemption on the soft 7. Par 3s are my nemesis. I suck historically at par 3 scoring. It's tough. It's in my head. It's totally in my head, but let's see what we can do. That felt really good. If it's long enough. It might be short. Okay. That's just fine. Didn't even get the green in regulation, but it's playable. So I'm going to putt here. It has my putter selected already for me on the fringe, which is great. On some other software, it defaults to your wedge or something, and then you putt and the ball flies in the air. One great thing about the GC Quad is that it reads everything. If you had this as driver and you hit putter, it's going to read like a putt. It actually measures the ball and the club face at impact, so it knows what's happening. I love that about the GC Quad. It's one of the reasons why I chose it. It's great for our space. So 32 feet, uphill slightly, breaking to the right. Oh, just stay in the friend zone there. Oh my gosh, it did. Thank God for 10-foot gimmies. And we're still even. So par on a par 3 feels like an eagle, to be honest. 434. Looks pretty straight. How far is it to fly that water there? Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to lay up before the water. Okay. I think we got to hit 3-wood here. 3-wood it is. Play at 160. I should have seen that comment before, but I did kind of play at 160, so worked out okay. Man, not a good swing. We got away with one there. We're way back here. Way back. 226 in. This is going to be like a 5-wood. 222 uphill, pin in the middle of the green. I think this is a 5-wood. This is where I'd really like to have a hybrid, but I don't have a hybrid. I'm going to choke down, and let's see if we can get it there. Pulled it a little. Okay, not terrible. Chip shot. Tricky chip. $20 yards. How many of these have we had? Should be good. Get in. Ah! That was so close. That was a good up and down though. I didn't think we'd get par after that drive, but ended up getting away with one. So stick around with us going into 15. Apparently challenging. Let's see what happens. We're going to try and get under par before 15. See if we can end up under par when we exit 15. 452 yards, driver hole. If you're just joining us, I'm Travis, the Weekend Golf Guy. We're playing live golf on GSPro Software. Homecourse retractable screen. I got the G425 Max here. My favorite driver I've ever owned. Let's see if we can channel some fairway action here. A little push to the right. I don't think we'll be in trouble. Yep. Max, of course, stands for maximum forgiveness, and that's what we got there. I didn't hit that clean, but ended up okay. 170 yards. Uphill, 7-iron. I've hit my 7 more on this course than I usually do. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate that. The par. We got a good one there. I was hoping to chip that one in. That would have been excellent. 170 yards, pins in the back left. Just hit the middle of the green, we'll be good. It's a little long. Ooh, missed it to the left. Another touchy chip shot. But it's not 20 yards, it's 12 this time. So this is another great thing about the GC Quad. If you haven't seen how it putts or handles short shots, you're going to see it right here. 12 yards is really tough to do. I had some problems in my previous setup with things like this using the FlightScope Mevo Plus. It didn't really like how I had it set up, and it was different every single time. Mevo Plus is a great unit. It's especially good if you can leave it stationary and get it tuned up exactly exactly how they recommend that you set it up. But for me, it didn't work in this space. But the GC Quad, however, reads everything, even bad shots or blades. So 12 yards, running away. There it is, breaking down to the right, and we walk away with our par. There we go. Oh man, you just got the Mevo. Listen, if you have the space for the Mevo, definitely not bashing on it. It's an excellent unit, especially for the price point. In my opinion, one of the better ones. SkyTrack also really, really good. I like the Mevo app. I like the community that they have. I love it outdoors. I love that it has a built-in camera and you can see your swing. I use that pretty regularly. It just didn't work because I'm always picking up and picking everything up after I'm done playing. So the Mevo Plus, really, really amazing. Just didn't work for my space. If you watch some of our other videos, there's a TGC 2019 match that I play with Jesse, and he's got the Mevo Plus, and you'll see how well it works for him. It's excellent. The only complaint, if there is a complaint to be had, is around driver and the spin access, which I think they'll fix soon. So no problem there. I think it's an awesome tool. It works well. It's compatible with different software. It's so great. Just didn't work for me in this space, but had I had a larger space, I think we could have got it to work just fine. And the fact that it comes with E6 Connect standard iOS out of the box means you don't have to pay an astronomical upgrade fee, and I think that's another awesome selling point for the Mevo Plus. And once you get it, Nathan, we're going to have to play each other here. We can play on E6 Connect, or if you get GSPro, once it's compatible with GSPro, we'll play on there as well. 97 yards from the sand, 52-degree wedge. Aiming just out to the right a little. I still tugged it. Oh, we're gonna have another touchy chip. Let's get up and down for par here. 8 yards. The chips keep getting closer and closer, but I've consistently missed to the left. Another great thing about E6 Connect software, I know we're playing GSPro, but one thing I really like about E6 Connect, Nathan, is that there's a portal in the back end that after you play around, you can see your data. Really, really excellent. Now, I'll show you the stats at the end of this. GSPro has some limited stats, but I've noticed that I've missed every shot to the left. If I go into E6 Connect, the portal, I can see that round. As soon as I'm done, I can see what my trends were, and I think that's a great feature of E6, and of course it comes with your Mevo Plus, so, you know, use it how you will. It's there for you if you want to use it. 8.5 yards, delicate chip, slightly breaking to the left. Sit, 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 sit. It stayed. So we haven't made it under par yet going into 15, but we've stayed even. And that's good. We're on hole number 12. Harvester golf club. Got to hit another driver here. Lots of opportunities to hit driver on this course, and I think the graphics, is pretty awesome. Are pretty awesome here on GSPro. The courses are designed by folks who play golf, and you can tell that they put in a lot of work on these different courses that they design. Take a lot of pride in it, you can tell. So 400 yards. Here we go. Get a good bounce maybe. And we did. It's rolling down to the left. Everything cambers out there, so it was almost like I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. That was all luck. 144 yards uphill. This is a full 9-iron. The pin's in the back, so if I'm short and in the middle of the green, no problem. Aim a little right because I've missed everything to the left. That one I'm going to miss to the right. Middle of the green. That was the miss. Now we've got a putt. Outside chance at a birdie. Big time outside chance. 42 feet. Looks like it's up over a huge mound and then breaking to the left. This is going to be tricky. I didn't hit it. Didn't hit it. Felt it short, but got inside of the friend zone. We walk away with a par. We really need to get a birdie here so we can see what happens on hole 15. Okay. Yeah, I think we can hit a driver here again. Doesn't look like there's too much trouble out there. Tugged it a little bit. It's not cutting. Oh boy. It's going to end up in the rough. Okay. 65 yards from the rough. This is where it gets a little tricky on simulated software because it's a calculation on how much that rough is going to impact the flight of the ball. And someone probably knows it. What it's like on GSPro, but I have no idea what that percentage is, so I'm just kind of guessing that it's probably somewhere around 10%. So I'm going to hit this, 70 yards or so. I think that's short, short, short. Yep. Just outside of the gimme zone. I hit it 61 on the launch monitor, and it flew 57, so maybe not quite 10%. All right, so flat putt, 11 feet. Another cool thing you can do, I'm going to show this because I don't get to very often. You can pull the flag, even virtually, so I think that's pretty neat. Of course, leaving it in doesn't do anything at all, but makes it more realistic, like you're actually playing golf. 11 feet, flat putt. Oh man, crush Zilla and left. Okay, got our par. Got to make a birdie here. $212 yards. Nathan, if you're still watching, what does this play? It's downhill 10 yards. I'm thinking it plays maybe close to 200. Pins in the back, so I'm going to hit a 5-iron. Let me know what we got here. How would you play this one? What club are you hitting? Oh. just got inside the gimme range. So we ended up 1 under par going into 15, which was our goal. And we birdied a par 3, which is unusual if you watch our show. 628 yards. That's crazy. Uphill. That's like a driver 15 or 20 down. Perfect. Yeah, that was spot on. I think it went, yeah, 195 carry. So great call. You know this course well, man. I like my virtual caddy here. I really appreciate that. All right. Let's see how many over par we end up after this hole. Hit that one really high on the face. It didn't carry very far, but we've got lots of shots. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab the 3-wood because I imagine that's what we're going to hit next. Yep, 364. That's crazy. So you see, we didn't really hit that one that far. 250 compared to 270 on our previous hole. Or 2 holes ago, rather. Should cut a little. Come on. Oh no. Okay. Up the left side. 135. Uphill 10 yards. Pins in the middle. I think it's a full 9-iron. Full 9-iron shot here. Don't want to be to the right of the pin. Oh my God. I bladed that so bad. Oh. All right, up and down. Almost came out of my shoes trying to hit that so hard. That would have been a mistake. I had a 52-degree wedge. I want my 60. 18-yard chip, breaking down to the right. Slightly downhill. Break for me, break for me. We're going to get the gimme par, which is a little bit, you know, it's simulated golf. So not like playing in real life. We got away with one there. 482. Huge. This is a long hole. Oh my gosh. All right, I don't even know where to go with this. I guess here? Somewhere in there? There we go. Definitely stole one there, and of course we have 10-foot gimme putts, so likelihood of me making that 8 or 9 footer that we had left is very unlikely. And I'm sure in real life it's, you know, playing 3 or 4 shots harder than on the simulator. That's off to the right again. See if we get away with it. We did. We got away with that one. This is a really cool hole. 208, playing downhill. I'm thinking this is going to play 195 or so. So I'm going to hit a 6-iron. And actually move my aim point, which I don't do a lot, but I'm going to aim to the right of the flag. All right, let's go. I tugged it. Tuggy tug. 187 into the bunker. Man, I got a case of the lefts. I feel like I'm totally off balance on my swing. Listen, if you're just joining, I'm Travis, the Weekend Golf Guy playing GSPro Software, Homecourse retractable screen. Go back to the beginning of the video to see a walkthrough of our setup. And we're playing Harvester Golf Club, getting virtual tips by Nathan. And he's our virtual caddy today, walking us through this course. So appreciate all the good tips. We're 1 under par. and we're going to see if we can hit this 15-yard chip short-sided with the false front. Cross your fingers. Oh no. Got away with one there too. Bounced it up into that false front and walked away with a par, so we're still 1 under par. Par 3 here, 150 yards, slightly downhill. We're going to play it right at 150. This is a really comfortable 9-iron here. Felt good. Just got to carry a little. Didn't quite roll out, but pretty pleased with that. Got to try and make an actual birdie here. Outside of the gimme range. Breaking to the left, 14 feet, slightly uphill. Seems like we have a good opportunity. Oh, I didn't play enough break. Great speed, not enough break on that one. We remain 1 under heading into the last hole. We played exceptional on the par 3s today, which is awesome. It's usually my kryptonite. We're going to aim over here, way to the left. 239 out to that point. On the left, we're going to try and fly that bunker and keep it out of the water. I haven't shot under par on a live simulated golf round in, I don't know. It feels like forever. So I got to tell you, even though it's like simulated, I'm playing indoors, and you all are just watching online, I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty nervous right now to see what will happen here. I got a little 18th tee jitters going on. It could be the copious amounts of coffee that I consume on a regular basis, or it could be the golf. Who knows? That was a don't go right swing. We're going so far left. It's going to be just fine though, I think. Yeah, that's just fine. There we go. Somewhere out here. I'm thinking somewhere out there. All right, let's go. I'm going to hit a 6-iron, and we'll have something, a longer shot into the green, but and I don't know if 6-iron, maybe that's not the right direction for a 6-iron. Maybe it's right out here. There we go. Okay, perfect. And we just got to rely on wedge. Get us close, 126 yards. That's a pitching wedge for me. All right, let's finish with the birdie. Let's go, come on. We can do it. 126. I'd like to not have to putt for the birdie because I'm not good at putting. Let's go. 126. I hit it, I can't even make it up on the launch monitor, 126. Oh no. Just outside. It flew, yeah, carry raw, 125.7. Hit it exact number. Golly, just tugged it a little. Had that been right at the hole, we'd be closing out. But come on, make a putt, earn the birdie. Either way, I'm hoping we're going to stay under par. So slightly downhill, 13-footer. Oh my gosh. Just killing it by. These greens are so tough. But there we go. 71. 4 birdies, which is the most birdies I've had live in a very long time. I'm going to switch back over here to our other camera. There we go. Awesome. Listen, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all the comments there. We shot 71, 1 under par, Harvester Golf Club, GSPro Software. We got the GC Quad Launch Monitor. Watch the video, see the, you can see the short chips and the putts and how it works. I think it's just such an exceptional unit for our small space here. You know, it works perfectly for us. I got to turn this thing. There we go. Hey, good luck if you have a launch monitor simulator. Playing GSPro can really kick your butt. But thanks so much for watching. And until next time, hit them straight, and we'll see you soon. We'll see you very, very soon.